and you walk by, I hit you with sexy eyes. You look through me as if I wasn't right. Oh no, you didn't just walk on through. It's time.
Hey, good morning there. Didn't see you sneak up on me. Welcome to build day, what is it, 11 now? Just got done getting the truck moved and out here making sure the blow-ups are all working, and they are. I was just thinking last night, I showed you a clip of this, but it didn't really come through good on the video being dark. So I figured I'd give you a little bit of a daytime look and show you a couple of the other things I got done late last night. The spider doesn't look too bad up there. And being on that peak, it makes him look like he's actually standing on the legs. Got the rule sign up, and if anyone has never seen the rules for the haunted tents, we'll give you a quick look at it here. This home hunt is being videotaped. Some or all video footage may be posted on the internet. But we're for the most part got the basics done out here. Daughter's going to come out today and do a garbage run through the haunt, pick up all the different stuff. Basics, when I say basic, that means the basic displays are out. We still need the masks and whatever clothing goes on some of the animated props. The electrical needs to be done. LEDs need to be done. The flame pots on the mausoleum need to be done. The crypt needs to be hooked up to power, all that type of stuff. And then to hide all the extension cords and stuff laying across the ground, we come through and we put hay in all the displays, and it kind of hides it and ties it together. But we got this area done, and then last night instead of working on the cornhole, because I was pretty wasted, and I explained about that, about needing light and everything, I decided I'd work here in the entrance hall on the torture chamber room. And we got zombie bait hooked up, and I need to get in here. My black paint is peeling off the plastic chain, so I got to come in here and do some touch-ups on it. That's no big problem. Knew that was going to happen. And for those that aren't familiar with zombie bait, when he's triggered, the whole torso and the head and everything moves. And he has a couple different things he does. Then they come through here, be a nice little curtain here. They come in, and I got my Iron Maiden up, got my well, and got my stocks. And like with the graveyard, no power, no lights, nothing in here yet. I do need to come back in, and I had to put some furring strips in. The display was a little bit wider than my fence, so I gotta get those painted black, and I am gonna add another furring strip, I think, down here. I think. Haven't decided. I'm gonna mess around with that a little bit. Just to kind of help anchor the fence in. Once I get that furring strip in and painted, I'll probably take that panel off so we can have access in there to do the wiring and whatever detail work. And that's about basically as far as we got yesterday. I spent more time messing with that dang spider than I did anything else, it seems like. But we're making progress. We got the basics pretty much in there. My main project today is going to be that cornhole. If you remember right, I've got all the corn stalks sitting in the cesspool room. I need to get out of that cesspool room, and the only way to do that is to get the cornhole done. So that's going to be the main thing I'm working on. But before I get started doing the cornhole, I'm going to spend a little bit of time out in the shop. I need to make up some manacles. I picked up a bucket load of skeletons this year. I think I've got about 13 skeletons all together. One there, so we got a couple of them out here already, but some regular skeletons. I was thinking about getting making up some various types of manacles, mounting the skeletons in them, and then hanging them and posing them here on the walls in through this area, and also a couple here in this area. We also have some weapons and stuff that we'll be hanging up in there and what have you. But in order to get the skeleton set up and stuff, I need to get the manacles made. So we're going to get the manacles made, hopefully get those painted. They're going to be painted black, and while the black paint out, I'll come out and I'll get these touched up, the chains touched up on things that need to be touched up with black. So that's done and out of the way. Then we'll be right into the cornhole. So advance warning, I get ready to do that cornhole. Probably going to be a lot of fast forward footage. So you can have fun watching me getting shafted by corn stalks and fast forward. But with that, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to get to work. Hey guys, in the shop, getting ready to call it quits for in here today and head out and start working on the cornhole. But I thought I'd show you the process I was going through on these manacles. I went down to Lowe's, Home Depot, I can't remember which, and bought some aluminum stock. It's about 2 inches wide or so. It comes in 8-foot lengths. You pay around 20-25 bucks for them. And an 8-foot length will do a lot of manacles. I then decided, you know, how big of a round I wanted my manacles. And I got to, you know, a normal sized wrist, it's, you know, from about the center of my wrist all the way around back to the center. It's about, 10 inches, maybe 11. But I got to look at the skeleton, and the skeleton's wrist, you know, would be a lot smaller because there's not all the meat and the bone, you know, around the bone and stuff. And I'm making these manacles to go on the skeleton, so I made them a little bit smaller. So what I did is I found I have a bunch of old pipes. This one here is one of the legs to my big tent, and I just took my tape measure and measured around the pipe here. And I know I'm giving you some wonky camera angles, and I apologize for that, but I got that measuring. It came to about 6 inches around. Okay, which is, when you bend it into a circle, works perfect. You know, the wrist will slide right through. You know, the hands won't come out of it or anything. So, you know, that works great. I then added 2 inches, an inch on each end, and this is where you'll drill your hole to put your screw and nut on, or your bolt and nut on, to clamp it together, and your piece of chain goes in the center of it there. Okay. Anyway, after I got them cut to length, I took the piece of metal, marked an inch from each edge, and I took it over to my vise and used the hammer and just beat it over to give me this shape. And then after I got them all, I'm doing 5 sets, so 10 of these, all into that shape. I took my pipe, put that in the vise, clamped it down, and then used a C-clamp to mount this to the pipe like that, and just gradually hammered around the pipe until I got my circle and my tabs were pretty much together. Okay, and that's how I got that shape. Now down here, after I get to this shape, I still need, in the center of this tab, I'll use a C-clamp, you know, to clamp together, make sure they're totally together, and I'll drill a hole through there the size of the bolt I'm using. And then you're pretty much done. It's just a matter of getting your chain, slipping your chain in there, running the bolt through the chain, and then through the other side, putting your nut on. You got yourself a set of manacles. You know, it's fairly easy, fairly straightforward and stuff. As far as your diameters, if you want to do different sizes or do some specialty ones, my wife was thinking of taking some of those finials I use for my wrought iron fencing and making a giant hoop, you know, a real big hoop, and maybe mounting some of those on the inside and then putting it around like the skeleton's waist or something, you know, with a chain going off of it. My problem is you either need to have a real thick, heavy-duty PVC pipe or metal pipe, the diameter you want the shackle to be. You cannot use cardboard, because when you go to hammer this, because it is metal and it takes a little bit of hammering to get it to bend around, you just flatten a cardboard tube. So I'm going to have to see what I can come up with, you know, to get me my shape and my diameter. So But anyway, that's the process. I've gotten 5 of them put together, or formed, since I've been out here for about an hour, a little over an hour now. And I figure, I'll just spend like an hour a day out here. Tomorrow, I should be able to get out here, get all the other 5, formed, and get my holes drilled in on them. So, it's about, to do 5 sets of shackles, or manacles, it means 10 shackles. It's about 2, maybe 3 hour project altogether. Not all that bad, it's basically set dressing. It's not going to do anything, it's just to hang the skeleton off of. So, we're going to have some fun with it, see what we can get. I might make another couple more. I still got some stock left. I might make one with a bigger collar on it to go like around the neck or something. Don't know yet, haven't gotten that far, but it's just something I'm kind of messing with. Like I said, I've got a lot of skeletons. I bought a whole bunch of those pose and stay skeletons. Well, as you just saw, I've been working in the cornhole. You haven't seen in here though, and I've showed this often enough. Other than a bunch of leaves, no corn stalks. I am totally out of corn stalks. And I still have this wall here to do. So, we're going to go on a field trip. We're going up to get another load of corn stalks now so I can get this finished today. Out here, you know, the corn stalks stick straight up and they're sitting on the ground. So those are nice tall corn stalks. Same tall corn stalks in here with that roofing on. They're bowing over. I get this wall up and you're going to have a corn tunnel, not a corn hall, a corn tunnel. And I was thinking it'd be neat, since this area here is going to be the black light room, people's eyes are going to be adjusted for that. They're going to come around this corner and have strobe lights, white strobe lights in here, and they're pressing through the corn stalks. They're going to be half blind. I figured that might be a little fun. I'll confuse some people up, creep them out. But anyway, we are going to go up and get some corn stalks so I can get that corn haul finished. One more load ought to do it. We're not taking the trailer this time. We're just going to go up in the truck and fill the truck up. And that should be enough, I hope. If not, we'll do another run tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to put the camera down. Gotta go wash up a little bit because eyes are filthy and I'm itching like crazy. And I got corn stalks in my hair. And next footage you'll see will be us up at the orchard. Oh, I forgot to turn the camera on when we got here. But we got a couple of more rows cut. Wife and daughter loading. I'm gonna go out and help them here in a second. But we're working on the corn. We figure we'll fill up the back of the truck. So we've got a good start on it. Well, we didn't do too bad. Got almost a full truckload. We're having to quit because we're starting to slide out the back end of the truck. I don't want to leave a trail all the way home. But daughter there's carrying, the wife's carrying and packing. I've been carrying and cutting. And we took another 3 rows out of our hole. And we got lots more corn stalks. This should be enough to finish that wall, I'm hoping, and give us a few extra to put in the corners. Hopefully. So we're going to get this tied down, head home, and we'll get that corn haul finished, hopefully. Now we're back home in the hunt. Got the corn unloaded. Got a frickin' disaster area all over the place. Out in the street, down the exit, down the entrance, everywhere. I'm back in here. I need to get some of this corn stalk up so we can finish getting cleaned up. So I'm going to go back at it. More fast forward. Here you go, haul stuff just for you. Well, the cornhole is now assembled. Now the part that's not going to be so fun. I've got a disaster area to clean up, and this ain't nothing right through here. All of that. But look at the cornhole here. And it's kind of crowded in over the top. Gives it kind of a cave feeling. It is 4 foot wide in here, but with all the fronds hanging down, I think this will be pretty good. And I've got it all the way out the exit. It's going to take me an hour or so to get this all raked and cleaned up. And I'll give you a walkthrough tomorrow after it's all been cleaned up so you can see what it looks like. Right now it's just a freaking disaster area. Hoi hoi, hoi hoi hoi. Not out on the front stoop. I'm inside, just finished with dinner. My feet are killing me, my back is killing me, and I'm tired as all hell. That cornhole took a lot out of me. Gave you kind of a glimpse of it after I got done. We got it raked up and blown out. All the trash is over in the cesspool room now. I'm going to pick it up and get rid of it tomorrow. Or my daughter is, I should say. Next project out there is I've got things in here like my animated ship's wheel, the beautiful painting from Jens Hans Smith, a fireplace, and a couple other props in here, down here in the basement. I need to start getting things disassembled and getting them moved out into the haunt, which is what I'm going to do tomorrow. For tonight, I am done. I am calling it quits about 3 hours early. I've been out there at around 9:30, 10 o'clock every night since we started, damn near. So I am going to call it quits early tonight. I'm going to get this edited and uploaded and probably go to bed early. Before that, though, I'm going to take a couple of pain medications for my back, and maybe I'll actually sleep tonight. Who knows? But like I said, calling it quits early. Tomorrow I'll probably do a little bit more work on the shackles and what have you, and probably see if I can get those into the paint process too. So between moving the stuff in the basement out and getting it reassembled outside and the shackles, it's probably going to be a busy day tomorrow. So, gonna call it quits, saying stay spooky out there. See you tomorrow.